my PC loves to shit itself when it tries to download something too quickly. Stream went down for a moment, so it should be back up.
Man, Kong in general.
Come
what a
back.
legend.
Man, when you have internet too good for your computer because you're at university.
Legit, it's so annoying sometimes.
It's too good.
I'll be on VC and I'll download just something in the meantime, and then I'll be like, guys, where have you gone? But anyways, first
Me every day, but because
Friends.
that's bad instead.
friends. First in
Friends. Crash.
40-40.
40-40. Get the funny filter.
Yeah, these are in no particular order, by the way. Just
filter.
Also,
The Funi.
share your
Skins
screen.
on it.
share screen to Discord,
Yes.
please.
Please.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Doink.
Bang.
40-40. Let's go. That's right at the end. With who and who?
I actually had to go look at the race results because I saw this guy who was at Firm Handshake reporting things. I'm like, who the hell is at Firm Handshake and what name do they race under?
Firm handshake.
Well, I don't. I don't
Yeah,
actually-
apparently it's Firm Handshake.
Oh.
I've never seen
Yeah,
his
Firm
name before.
Handshake.
So,
Oh yeah, he did AF. He did VLN.
so Firm Handshake is reporting Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Yeah, see, I don't know how to say his first name.
Gonzalez. It's not a Z, it's Gonzalo, rather. Gonzalo Albuquerque.
Oh, that's a big
Oh.
trick.
Oh,
So, what I think happened here, there was a safety car restart? Let me go with some of these guys.
So he says
yeah.
he
There's
says
a-
Albuquerque driving slow and braking at the start of the back straight.
Yep, this is a virtual safety car. Yep.
It would have been finished by now, though,
VSC
wouldn't it?
deployed. VSC deployed.
No.
Rosso's... They're all going quickly. Rosso's going quickly.
Well, they're all trying to catch up to a
Yeah,
pack.
they're trying-
What about the front of the pack? The leader
The
would have
front of
been.
Yeah, you can see them. They're already at the last sector.
If
can
you
see
head to the
them
front of the
right
pack,
there.
that looks like they're at the front of the pack. If that's Philip Bauer, then yes, they're under safety car.
Yep. It's on
So,
the virtual
hold on.
safety car. And...
This is under a VSC.
Yep. And then the street speed limit is called here.
Meanwhile,
Wait,
pause that and go back
everyone
to the actual
to-
incident.
Don't you
He's
wait for
already
everyone
gone
to...
way-
Enhance.
Yeah, he's only gone one past. What is Gonzalo doing? Albuquerque, he's on the top right.
Enhance.
So was he doing 80?
Less even. No, he's doing 80. So,
I think he got scared by the...
Oh, he was
the
doing
limit
60.
Is he trying to let him by? Maybe?
he must have thought that because it's safety car or virtual safety car, that he has to go 80 now. Because he did.
I think no penalty needs to be given here for anybody because it's just a confusion of because there's not
Yeah,
a new it's a new format for all of these
called
people.
out-
The question
called out
is
many
he
times.
going too slow?
He's going
Uh,
at the
that's-
speed.
Is he going
mean-
too slow that the other car can overtake him?
I mean, I would say he's going way too slow. I called out multiple times on the BSC that okay, BSC deploy, leader must go maximum of 100. The rest have no limit.
There
That's
you go.
not the rule. It's 80.
For everyone,
You
no?
sure?
No,
No,
it's
I mean-
80 for the
No.
leader, not
I don't-
100.
But the point is, in the end, that
The point is,
he was going slowly when he didn't need to.
Yeah.
So,
I
But
mean,
I'm
80
saying that's
80 is
because of
pretty strict.
miscommunication, and we should give it the benefit of the doubt this first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I
80
think
Because it is AF4 at the end of the day, and it's a
Just
confusing
give a
system for new
warning,
drivers.
So he
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
A penalty isn't necessary in this case because he's a new driver and he won't understand the rule because it's his first time, and it's a big learning curve to learn such a fairly
And also-
He
complicated
is
system.
an AF version.
so. Big reminder to everyone, anyone who races an AF4, when it's like a VSC like this, and you're nowhere near the front, or you're just somewhere wherever, you catch up. You don't go also 80. It's not like F1 VSCs where everyone goes the same speed. So there you go. All right, next one. I guess so. What?
It's literally a safety car without the safety car.
Yeah. So no further
Yeah.
action, I
The
guess.
true meaning of the word virtual safety car.
Yes. Next one, redacted.
It is
2205.
more correct than F1.
22. Nice sound. 22. These cars do sound pretty good.
Meow.
2205. Mosquitoes reporting Vermeens for a dive bomb.
Prepare for a lot of mosquito reports.
Hmm.
Bonk!
Bonk.
Eric Perino.
Though with no
man,
luck.
Mosquito was stuck there.
Yeah, you
Was
got...
Oh,
I thought it was Mosquito spun on his own. Am I wrong with that?
Oh, that's fine. No, he didn't spin his own. Did you not see the contact?
No, I was looking at something else. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah. Silly
Come on,
Who
memes.
punted him out?
The memes. So we'll just go on board with
Oh
them
no.
just to show you guys. He's back,
I
guys.
thought.
Oh, that's from a long way back.
So he kind of just he gets
Well,
back on the throttle.
Yeah.
It's just turn 2 issues.
Punted him.
Yeah.
Alright, putting him
There-
around.
He punts. It's
Yeah.
a 5.
It's a
for me.
5. It's a 5. Unfortunately,
See, and also it's lap
Isn't
1,
it?
isn't it?
yeah, it's lap
It-
one. It's easy to do that and anything like that when there's that many cars and they're sort of feathering the throttle.
Alright.
Let's say.
That's
All right,
why
so
you
5
learn.
double to 10 confirm.
Easy as.
Yes.
All right, so net.
25-20.
Alrighty.
All right.
With Wumst.
Firm handshake is reporting Mirko.
Mirko is where Mosquito is there. Mirko is nowhere
Ahead.
near. Oh. No, he's nowhere near. Are you sure it's 25-20?
Yeah, 25-20. I mean, he's also reporting them, and in his report he says extreme lag, which is a different issue.
Oh, so he's the guy up ahead. So hold on. So he's nowhere near. So
Third top row, third from the left.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, my own is having some interesting
Yep.
internet.
I mean,
Yeah.
is he looking?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it gets weird. It gets
Ah.
very weird.
So
You're talking severe ping like I've never seen.
Oh,
Over
you've
and over
seen
again,
me
at least.
2000 ping.
I've seen it happen, but not over and over again without it shitting itself and it doesn't normally leave you in the server after
I
something
feel
like that happens.
so bad for Max for memes. And
Yeah,
it's still
yeah.
happening.
Man.
Normally it kicks you out the server after the first time doing that.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
So
It
that's
usually
what
doesn't
caused
kick
that.
you out.
Causes the pile up.
Oh, so right now he's not seeing any of this. Like let's see this from his POV. It's like the Matrix type shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know what the intention is here.
I
But
don't
the
think there's
result
any
is not
intention
good.
to have
You know,
that internet.
Wait, no, did that actually cause? Oh, that caused that as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
All of the safety car pileups, I'm pretty sure, were caused
his
by
fault.
that.
I mean, not his fault. His
Single
internet's
man.
fault.
Absolutely
How
not
about
his fault. And this is what I mean. Like, there's no real point in this report because it's just
No.
saying, look, he had bad ping.
It is
Give him a
someone's
penalty.
fault.
No.
It's Juan's fault. He should have kicked him.
It's the ISP. It's Italian internet's
mean-
fault. Italian fiber is working
mean,
wonders.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
Jens,
no.
Jens is
I'm
right.
My
Juan
point-
just kicked him.
My point is, there's no infraction. It's bad internet. We can't give a penalty for this, so I don't know what the point of
Yeah.
giving the report was.
No, it's
Yeah,
naturally. I thi-
hey, Mosquito, you reported the same thing. Guess what? Same result.
But was this This was a firm handshake reporting.
Yeah, but firm handshake, Mosquito. I saw it like 3 times.
I know, but my point is, the firm handshake. This is his first, I think, league he's done in our server. So
Yeah.
it's just a note to
But-
him if he's watching. If it's
We
ping
don't
stuff,
penalize
we need to report
lag,
it.
but
Look
race
at my own,
control, race control should have kicked him. Mirko, you probably should have dropped out because you were allegedly having this problem in qualifying too.
Ah, I see. So yeah, a big note as well. Please just leave if you're having very bad.
This
ping.
is not Mercamayoni's first league. He was in the BMW league in AF4.
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
some-
To
He was
my
on AF3
defense,
too, I
to my
believe.
defense, I asked personally the drivers to if they see any ping issues, please report in the voice chat. I was
I don't
focusing.
believe it.
I was focused on the guys ahead. See if
okay.
they were going to the speed limit. I wasn't able to see this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, no,
don't
no.
stress it. It's
Anyway.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
We'll move on to 32-30,
Alrighty.
and this is firm handshake is reporting nasty bruises. Nasty cuts me off before corner and then turns into me through the corner exit.
Alrighty.
All right. So alongside.
Canada versus USA. Oh, okay.
That's it, I guess.
Hold on. But it doesn't leave room for him there.
Oh,
Firm handshake probably apologized for that.
So
Yeah.
That's the
Really?
Wow. Yes.
Really? You
Canadian.
had to make a Canada joke.
Yes, as an American, I had to
Now,
make a joke
Americans.
about our neighbors in the
That
Great
is
White
not an
North.
amendment in the
Eh,
Constitution yet.
Okay.
Let's focus on the task at hand.
Yes, less funny, but let's focus. So
Uh,
he's
Taskmaster.
So they're alongside at this point. I'll keep going here.
Yeah. Even by the old
And
rules.
he just gets cut across. So yeah, Nasty Bruises
Well-
leaves zero room for him.
Not
Yeah,
really.
that's
He
a
left
warning.
room, but then
Is
he
that
got
what-
scared.
Is that what the report's about, or is it the bit afterwards?
It's both. It's a combined thing. So
Yeah.
here,
There's room
there's room
there.
here. Hold on, just slow it down. There
He
is
just
actually
got
room
scared.
here.
no, he's
'Cause it's
backing out because he's cutting him off. Like, look at this. He's on the
Well-
edge of the track. And he's being cut off. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Like,
Yes, he's being cut off. Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. Like you say that there will only be a penalty when they actually crash together. It's just good that he avoided
Yeah.
it and reported it after.
yeah, that's really sensible from
For-
Handshake. And if Nasty Bruiser had kept going, he would be off the track. What do you mean? That's
It
just
shouldn't be.
get
It
off the
shouldn't
track.
be a It shouldn't be a penalty. It should be a warning for
Why?
nasty
That's a
bruises.
penalty.
I
Why is that a
was-
warning?
It's a
Why is that
penalty.
a warning?
It's forcing someone off the
That's
track, not
dangerous driving.
colliding. It's
Also, this. So Firm Handshake
Um,
inside. He's not changing his line. He's coming in, and Nasty Bruises again
well,
coming across him and not leaving him room.
This is a separate incident.
They are reported both.
They're
in the
both
same-
reported. They're both reported. Sure, but they're
So
separate incidents.
So 5 second for each.
No.
well, no, let's settle for this one first and then look at the other.
Let's settle this one first.
Wait, this
Yes,
first
that's
one.
what I said.
So we take a vote then, because it seems
Yes.
people are a bit divided.
Yep.
So
Okay, let's go.
We shouldn't be
So-
giving penalties every single time someone decides to back out of a move that could have ended in a crash, and then go, actually, no, you need to be penalised
but
for something
this
you didn't
would have
end up
been-
doing.
Okay.
No, he
okay.
has to pull out because otherwise they will crash.
Okay,
It's not...
boat time.
Oh, man,
so,
could-
Matty,
5 seconds.
Ali,
Warning.
G,
Warning.
Firm,
Warning.
myself, warning, Jens,
5.
Josh,
Warning.
Mosquito.
Yeah, I've watched it, so I'll give my opinion. It should be 5. It's changing the line.
Redacted.
No
so
further
so
action.
if you avoid something that's not there, it's...
Okay.
I had no further
Joao.
action there.
It's no further action because you can see what happened.
That's
Okay,
7-3.
What would happen?
Alright,
That's 7-3
sure.
in favour of a warning.
Alrighty.
Okay, so
I'll-
warning it
I'll,
is.
I'll keep this in mind for other
I'll,
things.
I'll
because
keep this in
Oh,
mind.
boy.
This
Yes.
is not how the rules are.
This
That
says-
sounds like holding a grudge.
There's just
And
set
then-
for
be careful.
precedent, but okay.
And then this one.
So this one, Firm Handshake's line is consistent. Easy 5.
Well,
If Nasty Bruises comes across
know.
him and doesn't leave room, look at his angle of steering. He's not leaving a car's width.
But they're not alongside. They are alongside now,
but
but
that's
after,
because
that's
you
after
can't
Nasty
find
Bruises has already
very
committed to a
fast.
line.
No, but there's a car on your inside. You can't expect it to disappear. Like
There was only there was not a
with the-
car inside until after he committed to a line. He
There's this-
changed the line. There was no alongside at that point.
there's this cool
Josh,
thing
with-
called car
with
radar,
the
Josh,
whole-
that you have said yourself drivers should use.
Go for it. Go for it.
So there's yeah, he's on his radar the whole time. Actually, let's go with Nasty Bruiser's car right here. Oh, what's that? There's a car there, right there, the whole time. Yeah,
Not alongside.
crazy that.
Not
Maybe you could
alongside.
see him on the inside of the
But
corner.
where
So?
can he go?
He's
Doesn't
still entitled to
matter.
take the line. Now he's
wait,
I
committed
think
to it.
this is
Here comes
very
Nasty
late.
Bruises.
It
But
comes to the
it's
very
it's
last
way
second.
too
I
late.
don't think
It's-
there's something.
It's way too late.
Or
It's
like
not-
I think
not
it's a penalty for handshake.
Handshake.
I agree.
I mean,
Yes.
to be
Wait,
honest,
no, I'm the same. I'm the same, I
Nasty
agree.
Bruises in the exhibition race, he was doing the same. He was like closing the apex on this corner.
It
but
doesn't
you
matter.
You can't just stick in your nose and expect everyone to pull out in the last second.
Well, he can if there's nobody there when he starts it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the,
yeah,
that's the
but-
rule. That's the rule we go with
Okay,
it. Once
like
you
the
commit to the
problem here-
corner, if there's anyone alongside, they're entitled to room if they're alongside when you start committing to the corner. That's in the rules.
Yeah, the problem is that Bruce has already committed to the corner before Handshake went for the overtake. Handshake waited for the overtake too late.
Yeah. Well, he
But
should
an
not-
open door that was closing after he started going, he shouldn't have gone for the move. It's his handshake's fault, I'm afraid.
Alright, since we have various opinions, let's do a vote again.
Matty.
So, Matty?
I want to say warning for both.
Okay, Polybius?
I guess I agree with that.
Warning for both. Okay, G?
5.
For
2?
who?
Handshake.
Okay,
Was late.
Firm?
Can you come back to me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Matty, look at the speed. Look at the speed.
One.
Yeah.
Nice.
Children. One.
I would say 5 to Handshake.
Jens.
Jens?
5 to handshake.
Okay.
5 to handshake.
Josh? 4. Okay, Mosquito?
Warning for both.
Okay. Redacted?
5 for handshake. The move's not on there.
Okay.
So that's
Joao?
5 to 3.
5 for handshake.
Yeah,
Okay, so
6
it's
3.
5
Okay,
to handshake.
so it's 5. Sweet.
Okay.
All right, Ned.
I can accept.
Let's
that.
get this. Let's get this.
Poor
quick. Let's
poor
get this
guy.
quick.
He didn't even he reported it and gets no penalty for the other guy and gets a penalty for himself.
I mean, that's happened
That
before.
doesn't happen.
He's
That
not
doesn't
the
happen.
first
Moment.
person. He's
It's
not
not
the
the
first
first
person
ever.
to be victim of
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
a shiny moment, is what that is.
Yep. Next one related.
27-41.
I'm
Mosquito
gonna mute
and
myself.
Tommaso. I don't know how to say this guy's last name either.
Did you say 27-51?
41.
You can just try Redacted.
No,
Simonetti.
because people make fun of me when I try.
Oh,
No, just.
Simonetti. You have to do it with the hands.
And a chef's
on the right.
chef's
On
kiss.
the right,
Okay,
I think.
Tommaso loses the
I
control
think
and
that's him,
takes
right?
me out.
I'm
The
not entirely
Tommaso.
sure, but I think that's him.
Hold on. So you said 21 what?
27-41.
Oh, someone said 21.
47.
Thanks, Ali, for saying 21 because you think that's
I
funny.
didn't say that. What?
You said
You
21.
just say
It's death.
I said De Tommaso.
And then you said
No,
21
you
earlier.
did say 21.
Anyways.
Okay. Anyway.
You said 27-21, right?
41.
41.
Fuck's sake.
We saw him
You
recovering
showed
from the
the
crash.
incident, Matty.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
We just watched
Oh,
it.
death one. I don't think it's that. It's not this. It's
This one.
this.
Oh.
Is
That's
he?
a mistake.
Is that Mosquito reporting Simonetti there?
Mosquito reported
Tommaso.
his report reads he loses control and takes me out.
Yeah, I think there's nothing this is a mistake. We can't penalize this.
Well, actually, I have a different opinion because actually, yes, it is a mistake, but like they are battling for position, so he tries to put throttle too early and takes out Mosquito.
Yeah, well, but
I mean,
yeah, but
mistakes should be penalized. Bottas bowling in Hungary was a mistake. It was still
yeah, but
penalized.
that mistake directly caused an incident. He spun and then he unluckily hit some car. Like I don't think it should be penalized.
Still, it's his mistake that he
I
committed
mean,
and created
Bottas
a
locked
collision.
up and then hit some cars.
Well, that's
Yeah, I mean,
closer related to each other.
I think it's related here.
I still say
Most of the time, when we
5.
say people spin and can't do anything after that, they just don't get a penalty.
So what if I understeer into a corner? That's me making a mistake, but I take someone out. Oh, it's a mistake. I
But-
understeered. So what would you define as being a mistake? And what do you
Well,
define as being a
in-
malicious
being-
act?
Yeah, I
or
guess
not.
it kind of matters. Yeah, I guess it kind of matters, doesn't it? You can't call everything just a mistake and
Yeah.
get on with it.
So I mean, he does a mistake, and that results in taking out a car. It's like the same at T1. If you're going into T1, you lock up the brakes, you spin, you take out a car. That's still a mistake. That's crashed out of the car. It's still penalizable. Like, fine.
I mean, unless you're willing to say that an action is a deliberate action, every collision on a racetrack is a mistake.
Yes, but
Yeah,
this is the thing is like
I don't think this is directly related to each other. I see it as a spin and then a collision. It's not the spin that causes a collision for me.
Can you?
But
play it again.
the thing is, what causes this thing is the battling, because he wouldn't put throttle so early if he was like alone there,
So
Well,
this isn't part of the incident, I don't think. Do we look at this though?
No.
This incident.
No.
No, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
All right, be right back in a minute.
Why are they like this? I think we gotta do a vote. Maybe when Juan's back though, but
I don't think it will change anything, but
in terms, what do you mean? So you think it's
most
towards
people think it's penalty. I think so.
It'd be good to just to be clear on that though. I think.
Yeah, just
this one.
do the vote.
Do we have an odd number without Juan? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have an odd number without Juan, so maybe that would be, I guess.
Yeah, just do
better.
it.
We'll do it. 5 for me. It's a mistake. Cause of collision.
Oh god, but I need to decide then, because I was going to say nothing. Fuck. Skip me for now. Skip me for now.
What are you talking about? We have an odd number with Juan. Mosquito can't vote. He's involved.
Oh, cool. Then I don't need to say anything.
Well, we probably
so-
won't even end up on such a...
Well, we can vote them if the number is too close, then we can wait for others.
Anyway, Maddie, what'd you say?
I said a 5.
G.
5.
Fern.
5 for
Jens.
spinner.
Nothing.
Josh.
5.
I'm 5. Joe.
5 as well.
Unanimous. Well, almost unanimous, I guess.
Virtually, yeah. But
Sorry.
So
it's
I'm
fine.
nothing. All right.
I kind of just.
Noted.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jens.
Noted.
no, Jens, you mean something. We love you.
You mean nothing to me.
You have no authority here at all, Jackie Weaver. None at all.
Jackie Weaver.
Next one.
Read the standing orders! Read them, understand them!
Thank you, Josh.
27-20.
27-20.
I'm gonna read my
Firm handshake is reporting for memes.
Handshake went on a spree, and it's for memes again.
Yes, he did. I
Imagine if he gets a penalty again.
Vermeems locks up early turn in and unsafe re-entry.
Yeah. Same case, I think.
Hardly unsafe It isn't off track. It's not really an unsafe re-entry. It's like Memes loses the back end, and his firm handshake to die.
His description was just a bit off. That's all. I mean, we can see what it is in front of our eyes. He just puts a bit too much welly on it, and he hits a dude.
Can I add something?
Too much willy.
This is exactly the same instance as the one
Yeah,
before.
exactly this.
Can I add something?
Put some welly into it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, because this is AF4, right? So in AF4, people tends to do much more mistakes, and this is rookie league, so they need to kind of learn. I know that we need to be lenient because this is their first race, but if
We
they
should
do
hold.
mistakes,
Well,
those mistakes also need to be penalized. I'm referring to my case and this one also. Like
yours was given a penalty, so your rant is completely pointless.
Yeah, but what I'm
We're
saying
doing
here,
exactly what you want.
saying here, Vermeems is not doing his first race, so just
No.
But that's
My
not
point is, the
like.
people in AF4 should be held to exactly the same standards as everybody else, with the exception of the procedural things that are unique to AF, like the virtual safety car.
Okay.
Just came back, and this is where I come back to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Juan.
A
Hello,
clarification. This is still on track, by the way.
And then
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you know.
the rejoin, the rejoin.
And a rejoin in the opposite direction to direction.
That's a regional.
Yeah, I reported that, so don't worry.
Why did you report that you're not involved? Are you involved?
The guy
Is that you there on the outside?
The guy you can see on the middle, he was reacting to that, so I also needed to slow down a little bit.
I mean, it's also in this report, unsafe re-entry to track causing collision.
You can see, yeah.
No, you're not involved in that. You're not involved in that.
That was, but you could.
You're not even taking evasive action. You're not involved in that.
Either way, we're still looking at it because it's part
Well,
of
we
this
should.
incident.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, one.
It's a rejoin. We have to look at it anyway.
That is okay. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But Mosquito has no need to
Back to
report
the
that.
initial-
The report is invalid.
Anyway,
this is the rejoin. I reported the rejoin though. Like,
yes, but you didn't need to report the rejoin because one was being looked at for an incident was already reported.
Can we hold it down, please?
One, you don't need to report the incident because you're not involved in it.
Well, it's not a collision, so he can report it. If it's
He
a
didn't
bad
even.
region.
He didn't take evasive action.
Okay, Josh.
Well,
so
that's
referring
it's
to that.
already connected to another incident. So we're looking at it anyway, but I'm trying to point out you should not be reporting
I
this
have a
because you are
question.
not
Is it a bad
involved.
rejoin? Is it a bad rejoin?
Yes, it's a bad rejoin.
Okay, if
But you
I
are
want to
not
report it, who's
involved.
gonna report it? Who's gonna report it?
We look at it.
Someone else has already.
The people who who took evasive action. You did not take any evasive action from this.
Oh, no, that's not the rules, Josh.
Right.
Okay, so at the base level. No. Hold on. Let me speak.
Like,
at
it's
the base
literally
level.
the same as Pingu.
Let Matty
report.
speak.
Yes, this is all part of the same thing. He goes off track, and we look for the rejoin every time. That's what we do.
Yes, we've established that we're doing it because of that report and not because of Mosquito's report.
So
that's
we're
what I'm trying to
moving
point out here.
So we're moving on.
Can
That's
we-
it. We've said that.
Like,
So
can we
we're
move on?
Yeah. Okay. So
Never.
he gets.
We
5
don't want
seconds.
people to do what Mosquito did, but it's
Can we
he can do
move
it.
on?
So.
Thank you. This will be discussed later, probably. Okay,
And
let's focus
also
on the task
referring-
at hand. We have many reports.
Yes. So 5 seconds for this. Are we in agreement?
On fine.
So 5 seconds for the rejoin. What about the initial thing?
I mean,
5 as well.
I want to say 5 as well.
It's the same. It's the same thing as Mosquito's a collision a minute ago.
So
The only thing that's different is the
No,
outcome. But it's
a
the
case
same
of one
thing.
person losing the back end and hitting another car.
well, no, he slows down. It's not. He doesn't hit a car. He slows down, and then somebody else hits him.
Yeah, but he goes into the path of another car. It's because of his.
He
throttle.
stays on
He
the same
goes.
path.
That's
He
not
already
that's not
lost
the
the
racing
rear wheel.
line or a line of any sort that you would normally take. Coming
In
straight
fact,
back
he's going
across
full
another car.
throttle here, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
It's just.
I don't think there's
not,
anything.
It's just not.
I'm gonna say 5 overall.
I think we need a vote then. So
Yeah, both. Let's vote.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm
So
saying
Matty,
5 seconds for him.
Polly,
Fuck.
okay.
Pass me.
Thanks for the
G?
vote, Ali.
Thanks. Yeah.
G.
G.
Excuse me.
What's your vote on this? Have you been looking?
I was not looking.
You
Okay.
silly
I am
man.
failing.
Okay.
You
Fern,
silly man.
Look now. Look
5.
now.
Okay, Jens.
Nothing for the first one and 5 for the second one.
Oh, I forgot to say myself.
Yes,
Nothing
5.
for first
Okay.
one, 5 for second one. Okay, so Fern 5. Josh,
5.
Mosquito.
I cannot judge rejoin. I can judge this one, so 5.
Okay, related.
Nothing
I
in
think, he, I
5.
think
Nothing on 5. Okay, Joao.
Nothing on 5.
Okay, so nothing on 5 is the more predominant one, so nothing on 5.
Okie doke. Okay.
Nothing on
So
5.
just 5 seconds for this next one. Redacted. Next one. I think Redax is typing in.
We are
Max
dead.
typing up.
Oh, that's
I'm
me
probably,
typing.
probably waiting for my slow ass system to finish.
30:59.
30:59. How many more air forwards are there?
Many.
Half.
We said before it was 17.
Half.
With who?
We're halfway through AF4.
Okay.
We're halfway there.
Mosquito, Jaeger is
Well,
Jaeger is whatever the Jesus Christ.
Ali, please.
Jäger Niskoven, I think.
Sure.
Jaeger is
And Skuis Cube 12.
Yep.
Sky?
Skuis Cube 12 does a very bad rejoin, forcing me to lift a bit, and it could have ended pretty badly if I hadn't have been more careful. I don't know why.
Oh, so who's reporting? Mosquito?
Mosquito.
But you
Once again, not involved.
You didn't do anything. Here.
Well, it's not a collision, Josh, so he can report anything.
True.
What?
If
This is
he's
an
reporting,
incident.
if he's reporting something dangerous, driving onto the track and rejoining badly, he can report it.
Which caused the collision. Which caused the
moving.
collision, but he's not involved in that
No, but
collision.
he doesn't report the collision. He reports
He's
that
reporting a
people
rejoin.
rejoining badly.
I think this is my thing. I think if you're on track and you see something happen in front of you, even if you're not directly affected, I believe you should be able to because you're a witness to it, and witnesses if something's happened like this.
Rudimentarily, he can report it when you're anywhere.
can't-
I
on
don't
track.
think
We
witnesses
can't
enough.
objectively look for
He
witnesses.
doesn't even need to take
No,
evasive
no,
No,
action.
but
so-
We're
it's
not
by
looking
the
for
rules.
them. He's
I
presented
don't-
himself as a witness.
No.
think that's
No, I
enough.
mean we can't objectively say whether one person was a witness or not.
No, but if you go just by the rules say if you're in a collision, you can report the collision. If you're not in a collision, you can't report the collision. But he doesn't report the collision; he reports a bad rejoin. So you
Yeah,
can.
that- yeah.
Bad
they-
rejoin is the
report that.
collision. They're
Okay,
one and the
so-
same.
No,
The bad rejoin.
No.
We don't penalise people twice for rejoin and a collision. We penalise them once for the rejoin. The rejoin caused the collision. They're one in the same.
No.
Mosquito had no involvement in the rejoin whatsoever. He took no evasive action.
Hello,
He's-
Crumpy.
So
I had
he
to
has
lift
no.
a little bit. This is in the report. I had to lift.
Mosquito,
If I didn't,
Mosquito, you'll
I cannot say I know, but
keep quiet.
This
You
is
have
going.
to keep quiet for the rules.
This is
Yeah.
getting. This is getting ridiculous now.
but if we
Why? It's
ignore
just
one
the rules, Josh. He can report it, so we should look at
He
it.
cannot report it. He is not involved in the collision.
Alright, so people,
That's
let's
what
take
the
a vote.
rule says.
Let's vote if
Okay,
you think
okay.
it's the collision that causes the rejoin, or it's the rejoin is separate from the collision.
That's not what's being. That's not the contention here. That is quite clear as well. The
Not
rejoin
really.
is being
It's not really.
penalised, not the collision. What is being contested is that Mosquito is not involved in this, and therefore this is not an admissible report.
Well, a rejoin is completely something different than a collision. So
They are not.
Yes, they are. You
They
can have
are.
a bad. You can have
We
a
do
bad
not
rejoin.
penalise people twice for a bad rejoin and then a collision. We penalise them once for a bad rejoin that causes a collision.
That's not the rules.
That is exactly the rules. That's how
You're
we've
right.
always
You're
done
right.
it.
If the bad rejoin causes a collision, we don't penalize them twice, once for the rejoin, once for the collision. However, you can have a bad rejoin that doesn't result in a collision, and anybody can report it because that's the way the rules are written.
Yes.
You can a bad rejoin does not always have to cause a collision and can be reported by anybody at any time because it's a bad rejoin and not a collision.
The bad rejoin is an isolated thing. And
The
it should be left
rejoin,
alone.
yeah, the rejoin can be
Yes. So
reported.
right
That's true.
now we'll look at the bad rejoin. We all okay with that? We're gonna look at this bad rejoin.
Yes.
I know, Josh, you may have some contentions with this, but that can be ironed out. Right now, we can accept that this is an isolated thing, and we'll look at it. So, all good? All good?
Yep, let's focus on the
Okay,
task at hand,
so we've
please.
got
Let's move.
yes. So Sky
Where
Icicle.
we've got
goes
two
left
of those
car?
now.
Sky
We should
Icicle.
look at
Sorry, go on, Jens.
we should look at the left car there. Because that's like what Mosquito's
So we're not looking at
reporting.
this. We're just looking at the rejoin. That's it. Isolated.
Yes, we should add that Polish guy or Polish. I'm saying Danish guy. I don't know.
Yeah, Jaeger and Iskoven. So
To be clear, is this rejoin the one after this collision hit this rejoin here?
Yes.
Or the one from off track?
this is the
No,
one,
just
the one that Mosquito
re-
had to avoid or make.
Rejoining
Okay,
into the
okay,
racing
right,
line.
okay, that one, yeah.
Yes.
Rejoining
cool.
into
Fine,
the
this
racing
one?
line. Okay, let's
So
move.
I'll go from the start, sorry, because I mean, on a first glance, this guy gets taken out, and he's basically forced into that position. Like he's trying to move forward, but this guy's just.
He goes
Yeah,
full
there's not
throttle- he
really
goes
anywhere that Jaeger
full
and Iskoven
throttle.
can go.
Well,
Apart
not
from
I
braking.
go
mean, except
full
for using
throttle.
his brakes, not driving directly.
Yeah,
through
but
the
it-
Yeah,
car.
so that should be just a warning. Like he doesn't cause anything, and like effectively, Mosquito doesn't have to react to it because there is enough room. But you should get a warning for just
Yes.
trying to drive onto the racing line immediately.
Trying to drive through a racing car is not the wisest move, so I would say yeah, warning.
Although in a way, I mean, obviously this shouldn't factor in. It's just an observation. But Jaeger, like knocking him, knocks his angle differently. If Sky Icicle, whatever his name is, he's on the throttle for this part, he would have driven straight back onto the racing line at 90 degrees if it wasn't for Jaeger and Iskoven knocking him. So I think both drivers.
That's
both
kind of
drivers
to your
should-
right, probably.
All right,
Both
let's start
drivers should
voting.
receive a warning. Okay, so let's vote. 2 warnings, both for each driver.
Yeah, Polly. Polybius.
Fuck's
So I
sake.
don't think we need to vote if there's
Why
not a
don't I
penalty.
have-
Okay, hold on, gents. Polybius.
Well, yeah, like that can't be a penalty, can it?
No, it's
Yeah, so just do a warning
Just,
for both.
just say,
Yeah,
just
warning to
say
both.
what you think.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't
I-
need to
Yeah,
vote for
sure,
just
I
do the
guess.
warning for folks. Just get on with it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, warning for both. Okay.
Cool.
All right, next. I'm sorry if I'm being a bit pedantic or imperative, but
It's
we have
alright.
to keep this going on because
No,
you know.
it's
we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
plenty
you're
of
right.
reports.
Don't worry.
Yes, I have important things.
Yeah, I do actually need to go.
21:45.
So,
21:45.
see you guys.
Bye, Ali.
See ya, mate.
But the turnout's been great today. Just want to say overall. So thank you everyone for being here. I know it's tough,
Alright.
but you're doing good. So 21:45, you said? Redact.
Yeah, Denny's man and Mirko. Mirko.
We already look at it. This is the pink
Oh.
related issue
Okay.
because he was taken out 2 cars after.
Okay, too easy.
All right,
Yeah.
next.
27:10.
All right.
2710. Who and who?
I'm just getting there.
Kevin with 26 ends, and Jaeger.
Kevin.
Is that
Jaeger.
Jaeger and Iskoven or Ben Jaeger? Oh, Ben Jaeger wouldn't have been in this race. Never mind.
Jaeger, yeah, the
Yeah.
same Jaeger from earlier, who I'm not going to butcher his name.
Danish guy. Danish guy.
Yes.
On the exit of 2, he goes wide and hits me on the left rear end and spins me around.
All right, this is one.
I
Hold
don't
on,
see
hold on.
anything.
Hold on.
Ah.
The exit of 2.
There
Yeah.
you go. Exit of 2. I mean, because he said that. So.
Yeah.
So let's go with let's go with Jaeger. That's unlucky. I watched this on. We
this
watched this on the
first
stream, Josh. This is first lap. Yeah, they just started.
Yeah.
So Jaeger's coming out. He opens up the steering too much.
Yeah.
All right.
Five.
Yeah.
5. Let's check
Double
the
the
region.
time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, rejoin.
Let's check the region.
I think regions are fine, but
Whoa.
check it.
It will be 1.
Jaeger waits. Yeah, I remember that from the stream.
Yeah, I remember it also.
Good. Very good.
Jaeger
Do this. It perks,
Minus
it
5
perks,
seconds
but do it.
penalty.
Yes.
Still 5 seconds. Anywho, moving on.
34.50.
34.15.
Mosquito is reporting nasty bruises.
Okey-doke.
Nasty doing a nasty rejoin. Ha ha ha. I see what you did
Very
there.
funny.
And then loses control, forcing me to go off track and lose the position.
Ah.
So
in his rejoining efforts, he just gives it too much welly, as I said.
You would know all about that.
Yes.
Well, that's a takeout in my eyes, so
Thanks,
5.
redacted. 5 for the takeout, I guess.
It's a takeout or is it a bad rejoin?
That's causing a collision.
Okay.
He is already rejoined.
Yeah,
so.
his rejoin's actually fine. It's just what he does after he rejoins.
Okay, so 5 for causing a collision.
Let's
Is
consider
the mosquito
that
going too quickly, though?
the part before
No.
spinning, just a moment before spinning, that he's already rejoined the track. But when
No.
he goes into second gear, then he causes a collision. So
Yes.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
All right, next.
37.20.
Getting through him. Let's go. Let's go.
Firm handshake is reporting Albuquerque.
There are a lot of the same names.
Yes, a lot of them. Thank you, Firm Handshake and Mosquito, for doing
Also-
27 reports.
Please to remember, Albuquerque was said that first one is a warning, so this is the second one. On
This
him.
is an unsafe rejoin, 37.20 in front. Firm Handshake reporting Albuquerque.
37.20. But he doesn't even. He's here. They're there.
Hey?
That's him over there. Look, that's the guy Albuquerque. So he's like a witness. This is that thing of witnessing, you know? I don't know. What do we think?
Well,
Again,
You have no precedent for using witnesses at this point in time.
yeah, that's also not the
but
thing.
again,
in the
if it's an
rules.
unsafe rejoin,
But the rejoin doesn't affect him in any way.
No, but still, he
Right,
can.
but-
By the rules, he can report
By the
it. So
rules,
that's
he can
just
report it. By the rules, he can
that's just a
report
flaw
it.
in the rules then.
Yes. All right. So
And that's why we why we did it at a time. So
Yeah.
we deliberately only chose for collisions that you can't report if you're not involved.
I would say I'm between a warning and 5.
that's 5.
This is straight up a bad rejoin. Yeah. Fine.
That's 5,
He comes and parks on the apex in front of the driver. So.
Yeah, he should have
Yeah.
just cut the corner and rejoined here on the outside.
So yeah, 5.
He gets it back in the
Anyone against it?
No.
No?
Nope. All right.
All right, net. I'm having too much fun saying that.
Yeah, very clearly.
37.47.
Oh, you can just mute yourself and say next every second.
No, because we had to go quick.
All right.
Oh, that's why you mute yourself.
Go on, Redacted,
Because we
sorry.
won't be able to hear the next.
Oh,
37.47. Albuquerque and Firm Handshake again. Albuquerque being a back marker still fights me into the hairpin and fucks up, turns right into me.
Oh.
Oh, that's just.
That's just.
Sorry, dude.
And I think Firm Handshake was at the top 10 at this point. I don't know.
No, I recall this. These guys are battling within the top 10.
Yeah,
quite
he finished top in P15, I think. When I just did the visuals.
So
Yeah.
Are we all set on 5?
So
No.
no, I would add up ignoring blue flags and then causing a collision.
Yeah, I would say that.
So we
Yeah,
have
and
to
it's
look
another
if he's ignoring them.
incident
If
in the same
guy
race.
behind is within them at the beginning of the straight, he has to be within 1.5 seconds. Otherwise, it's just following
He's
the
flashing
rules.
his lights too.
Where?
Yeah, but go.
Go
This
back
is
to
not
the
a straight.
Go back to the straight.
Where
back
are
to
we
the
at
straight.
in relation to the blue flag zone?
Well, the blue flag zone is at the beginning of the straight, and he should be 1.5 seconds behind.
Let me check the rules on the blue flags. It might be. I can't remember which version of the blue flag we're using for this. League.
This is definitely
that is
1.5.
within 1 second.
Oh yeah, that might be
That's within 1
Advisory, right?
second. We did remove advisory, right?
I haven't looked at this in a long time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it may
The
be
second,
for
the
a.
second we put it in, everybody shut up about it and kind of ignored it since
Hold
then.
on, let me check.
Well,
Midnight Carrot for
no.
Which is kind of exactly how it should be. AF4 is the hybrid case. The lapped car does not have to give way to the lapper car, but must not battle or hinder the lapper car more than is expected given the nature of any upcoming corners. It is the responsibility of the lapper car to safely overtake the lapped car. It is the responsibility of the lapped car to maintain a consistent and predictable line.
Yeah,
There is
so
no obligation. I haven't finished. There is no obligation to yield to the lapper car, but a yield may be performed at the lapped car's sole discretion. However, these responsibilities turn to obligation at the next restart zone.
So let's say that he
So we
failed
just
to do
have to look
2.
at the collision.
We have to say
Yeah.
that he failed to do 2 because 1, he hindered the car behind,
Well,
and
no.
2,
I don't think he
2,
hindered
he
him more than
behaves.
normally expected, except
Yeah,
for
I
the
would
fact
say
that he
he
didn't keep
behaved
he
erratically.
didn't keep a consistent line, which caused
Yeah,
the
he didn't
collision.
keep a consistent line.
Yeah, but
which
it's
caused a collision.
causing a
That's exempt.
collision.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would just
causing
say
a collision.
5 for causing a collision. Anybody
Alright.
opposed to that?
Yeah, I think any blue flag infraction in this race should be treated the same way as a VSC because of the complicated nature of the blue flag in AF.
Okay, so let's
The
be
collision
more
itself,
lenient for the judge, okay.
the collision itself is a separate matter.
Yeah,
That is irrelevant
so
to the blue flag.
I would
Okay, so
say
is there anybody
5
opposed to 5
minimum.
seconds? Nothing heard. We'll move on.
I'm cool. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Move on. Next.
3740.
3740. Well, there are a lot for
Oh.
AFX and AF1 because we still have those to do. Alright.
So maybe we shouldn't host 4 races.
3740 firm handshake is reporting Albuquerque for not respecting blue flags and fighting with him.
Oh, this is basically the same.
Basically the same.
Fighting him. I don't think he's fighting him. He's not defending.
Well, he kind of.
He is actually.
Oh, he's defending. That's
I guess?
defensive.
Yeah, that's defensive.
Actually, no. I think at this point, if you're blue flagged, you should just pull aside, or like not pull
Yeah,
aside
but-
fully, but slow down.
He
Yeah.
should
Say
leave
they don't
him
know
his
what they're
point.
doing.
Like
I mean-
he's on the inside of the corner, very far from like making the corner, so he could lift. They could pass him, and then he could do it. He was like, I think, on the very last position. Maybe I will check the results. But he was like at the back. He was like blue flagged at least 2 times, I think.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but we
And
just-
also,
he wasn't racing with any of those
just move
guys.
on.
well, actually, this is like defending, and it's not exactly related to the accident.
Yeah, Gonzalo finished P26, while this fight is probably around P15.
Yeah, okay, so he's been a lap car. Oh my god, the walking voice crack.
Nice.
Lap car.
Alright. Yep. Yep.
Man with the 60-year-old body and the 12-year-old voice.
Yeah.
Alright, go on, Juan.
So yeah, basically, he's just defending, to be honest. It's just
He doesn't need to come across the track. He does these little
But he
Oh,
leaves,
he
he
can't-
leaves
he-
adequate room, though. As in,
There's room.
there's
Yeah,
still
he
enough
can't
race.
really-
Nah.
Because there's already a car there.
That doesn't exempt you for defending a position that
No, but
you
I
are
don't think he's
gaining
defending.
from.
Like that other guy was already alongside him when he wanted to move over. Like, look at his line. He's going to be at the right at the end of the straight, so he's not defending. He's just taking a normal line.
But the
Like
problem is
the car behind is going to the right sooner than you normally should. So I don't think he's deliberately defending. He's just not caring
let's
about.
check the let's check the corner behind. Let's check the corner
Oh,
behind.
why would we penalize this?
Let's check the corner behind.
Is oh.
It's. I think we've. I think I'm kind of with Jens that we've already penalised the collision. This doesn't really factor in. I think if it
It's
wasn't
only
for,
waste
Yeah.
time.
Alright, yeah.
If it wasn't on AF4, I would be like for sure on favor of penalizing, but then okay, maybe
Yeah,
it's
I would be
like
in favor of
he's a
penalty if
rookie
it
or
weren't for
something.
AF4 and the hybrid system. So
Based on the rule Josh just read, he takes a consistent, predictable line. It'd be predictable to go from left to right as you make your way down that straight. And
But he's
the way
defending,
the
actually.
rule's written, he obeyed the rule to the letter that it's written. So I don't think there's a penalty here.
Unless you consider he's defending, but anyway, I'm not
Okay,
like
we're
in
wasting
favor of
15 here.
punching.
Let's move
So
on. Let's move on.
Yeah. Alright. Moving on.
Moving on.
So nothing for that.
Nothing. Okay.
You just got the 5 for the other thing. How many more, I guess, redacted?
Like 3 or 4, dude.
Oh, all right.
We've still got
Okay.
X and 1.
I want to do
39.
things.
We
It's
have-
been a long
40.
time since we've had a marathon one. So.
We are halfway there.
39.40.
There's a lot less for the other ones, so that's really.
39.40.
Yep.
39.40.
I know.
39.40.
Okay.
So-
I swear to God.
I'm sorry. At this point, I'm just abusing priority push to talk. Denny K and Albuquerque. Albuquerque goes off track 40 seconds earlier. Then, when rejoining, he decides the best idea is to stay in the middle of the exit curb, applying barely any throttle.
Oh,
Oh
that is
my-
just. I mean, okay, let's just see this from Denny's POV. I think, but my thinking is you would never expect a car just be parking it there.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I remember being in race control. I called that yellow flag, exit of last corner, and then that happened. So.
yeah, Danny at this point was like in the top 4, I think.
Yes, he
finished
was.
before.
This was
Oh,
the lead
damn.
battle. I remember. No, it was
Yeah, and
Do you remember this,
you see
Josh?
the car on the curb.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah,
Denny getting wiped out. Yeah, I remember Denny getting wiped out. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so 5.
Christ, that's a car parked on the curb
Is
there.
it
That's
5?
bad.
I would say even 10 because it's
I
like
would say even 10 too.
it's like very bad place to stay. He had a lot of place to go. He was standing. Can you just move to Gonzalo and look how long he is staying
Yeah, no,
there?
yeah, sorry, I'll look
He's
at.
doing
Oh my
30.
god! Oh my goodness! So for about 10 seconds here. I think he's just traumatized at this point. He's like an animal that's been like beaten. He doesn't know what to do.
Jesus
But
Christ.
look, he will stop here.
Oh man!
And then finishing blow.
And he's going 30 kp. Okay, I think.
I mean, I have nothing against him. It's his
Me neither,
first
no.
race,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Well, he's driving very slowly. At this point, he could have accelerated. If
Well,
anything, this is just dangerous driving.
Yeah,
Driving
well,
too
he
slow
knows.
is dangerous.
it is.
He no driving, man. He staying there. So 10 seconds.
Excuse me?
What was that for a while?
All right. Maddie, 5 or 10.
I want to say 5. This man's been given a lot, and I think it's at the end of the day, it's dangerous driving. So yeah.
Stroop Waffle Cruncher, 5 or 10.
5.
G.
5.
Fern.
5.
Juan.
5.
Jens.
Overview.
Whatever that was, Josh.
What Jens said, 5.
Skeeto.
I didn't say 5.
I'm 5. Zhao, I'm
said
assuming you're
these.
5, and we're
It's
going to
unanimous.
unanimous.
Not really. I would say 10 because this is just completely weird, and even for F4. But
I mean, we can
it doesn't
both say
matter.
10 just so that you're not alone, and it's going to be 5.
What I want to say though, I know this is AF4, this is this guy's first race, but we shouldn't use the argument that
this is a
you know
rookie fleet in order
he's
to-
been through a lot, because mistake is a mistake, you know. But I agree, maybe 5 for this one, and if it will happen in the future, we should be harsher.
Denny K, 39.50. Self-report, crap rejoin, just give +5 and move on.
Okay, respect.
Well, at least he's being
Crap,
honest.
crap rejoin. So let's just look behind. And oh yeah, I remember this. Yep.
Oh,
This,
what
th-
the
this
hell?
got, this
That's a
got-
great rejoin.
this
I
got
have
me
no
and Josh
problems
going.
with anything I just witnessed.
Oh, this is totally fine. Yes. I'm just gonna move to the middle of the track when there's 3 people coming.
Worse.
At full
That's
speed.
worse. That's worse than Gonzalo's. I think that's a 10. That's a 10. Gotta
No,
be.
Gonzalo,
He's
Gonzalo's-
gone into the path
It's
of
like
2 or 3
trippy.
cars there.
I mean, you realize that Gonzalez
Come
was
on.
like parked on the middle of the track. Right?
I mean, what do you even do to avoid this car while going side by side? Like,
So
Disconnect.
I don't actually
I mean,
use track map personally. I usually do map display. but
in the Nick's case,
you
it
can see it.
wouldn't work either way, because like at this
Oh
speed
my
he
God.
wouldn't rejoin safely.
he wouldn't rejoin safely.
Yeah,
either
like this is the
way.
middle of the main straight. You go full speed there. Maybe not full speed, but you are getting the momentum, right? So
Still he causes a collision. So
yeah.
5 or 10.
I think 10 because bad rejoin plus collision.
All right, let's talk about Matty.
Honestly,
Not how this works.
I know, but
I mean,
either.
I don't
But
know.
it's just
I'm trying to speed up things.
Okay.
It's a severe bad rejoin.
10 for the severe bad rejoin.
What about you,
Crumpets.
Crumpet? Do you think it's gonna be a 10?
Yeah, 10.
G?
10.
Fern?
10.
All right, and Jens and
5.
Josh.
10.
5, 10. Mosquito.
I'm hesitating between. I think 5 for this one though.
Okay, redacted.
5.
Okay, Joao.
Well, if it was like just an isolated incident, I would say 10, but I don't see how this can be 10 and the other can be a 5. So I'll say a 5. Because it's just
Same.
as harsh as the other.
I wanted to leave myself last, so 5.
So what's the result?
5.
I'll
5
accept
wins.
that. Okay. It sounded like there were
Crumpet.
more 5s.
All right, Ned.
Crumpet, you are
count.
wrong.
No, we're not going to start this argument again.
We'll just do 5. We'll just do 5. 5. 5. 5.
Wait. Did anybody actually count the vote?
No.
I don't think anyone
Oh,
It
for
was
God's
more
sake.
fives.
Matty said 10.
Juan was leading the vote. Why didn't he count it up? Okay, let's just go through this again, please.
Really quickly. I'll count on my thumbs. All right, 10 from me. Trumpet.
Trumpet.
10.
So that's 2 10s.
G.
10.
Fern.
10.
Juan.
Juan said 5.
Juan said 5. Jens.
Stroopwafel.
Helpful.
Yeah,
So that's
Jens said
okay,
5.
So that's
10 from
Myself,
me.
5.
All right, I'm gonna have
Mosquito
to
said.
I said 5 and
I
Redacted.
said 5. Zhao said 5. It's a tie.
Okay, so 5-5.
No, it's
It's a
4.
tie.
I counted 4 10s. I'm counting
I
my
counted
fingers.
5.
I
five
counted
tens.
up and down on my fingers. I
Okay.
counted. It was 5-5.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Matty 10,
Error.
Trumpet 10, Jeff 10, Fern 10. Then everybody else was 5.
I was
right?
a 10, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So
Josh
that's
was
5.
So
Yeah.
should we be nice and just go for the lower bound? Like, come
Yep.
on.
No.
I mean,
Come on,
yes,
how
because the
bad
other
is
guy
that?
was like
I'm gonna-
stopped at the track
Alright,
and we gave
yeah,
5.
head, coin, flip.
Okay, let me get-
No, we're not doing that again.
Heads
We're not,
is 10.
we're not
Oh,
doing
it-
that
Look
again.
at the
head,
incident. Look
it's,
at the incident once more
look
and pay attention to how close the drivers are when Denny rejoins onto the track.
Well, no, it won't change my opinion. It's just 5.
I mean, if the previous one.
There's
was
no
like-
doubt the rejoin was not over by the time those drivers got there. Denny is still moving in their direction and not trying to avoid it.
When was the rejoin over in the previous case, though, Josh? Because you said 5, I think.
They'd already
We didn't
collided
really-
before the rejoin was
yeah.
over. So
Yeah,
they hadn't finished rejoining
uh,
before the collision happened.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go. See you around.
Okay, vote
Bye.
for
Yeah.
one.
Bye.
Yeah.
Whew.
So
Next. No, I
He
want to
rejoins
record
in the middle of the pit straight,
Well,
Yeah, but like,
right
how
across,
is that
straight
like?
across the path of 3 cars.
But how is that worse than be parked on the
Because
exit
that-
of a corner?
because
the
that
very
was
same
dangerous
straight.
driving. Because that was dangerous driving. That's not a rejoin.
Yeah, but like be parked as well.
Hold
is
on, wait,
dangerous,
whoa,
And this is
time
not
out.
the.
Time
They're
out.
not comparable.
How
In my
is the
opinion,
other
they
one
are.
dangerous driving and not a rejoin, but this one is a rejoin? The
He
rejoin's
hadn't
already
actually-
done.
He
He's on the
waited
track.
for the.
This rejoin's done right here. It's done.
He's on the
It's
track.
completely done. He's
yeah,
on
that's
track,
why-
moving.
Exactly. So
Well,
he's finished.
no, we
so
have
he's
to-
finished the rejoin. He's just decided to park on track then. So it's not a bad rejoin. It's dangerous driving because he's
If
parked.
this rejoin is complete, then Denny's rejoin is complete, and we're debating something that's nothing. That's
They're
just
not,
him
yeah, they're
getting
not.
rear
They're
ended.
not comparable. They're not comparable. Albuquerque's penalty should be for dangerous driving because he's parked on track.
And it is.
Denny's penalty is severely bad rejoin.
Okay.
Well, I guess one is
Well,
gone.
my
so 1
my
5
question is, what determines that Albuquerque's rejoin is complete and Denny's is not?
Correct.
Well,
What
he
is
doesn't
what
have
is the
to track-
determining factor there? Because the only difference I see
Because
in their rejoins
Albuquerque is on track. And
So
has-
is Denny.
Like there's no. There's a
He
clear.
hasn't gone off the racing line.
He's rejoined the track because there's a quite a significant period of time where he's driving slowly along the curb. That's on track. So he's rejoined the track. He's done that same move for a while, and now he's decided to stop.
All right. Anyway,
Vote again.
I mean, if we vote
Well,
now,
one is gone. So
yeah, if we vote now, it doesn't. It changes. It goes to 10.
What's the regular ruling if it's a drawn vote? Is there any precedent for it?
heads.
Flip a coin.
Shall
No,
I
let's just
get,
flip a coin and
shall I
move on with it.
alright,
Yeah.
shall I screen share then? Well, video.
Yes.
I'll get my video on.
Yes, flip coin, Google, do this.
Alright.
Oh, he has his camera on.
I mean, I would say 10, but I won't because the previous one wasn't called to be.
Exactly.
Window capture. What will display capture?
And I said 5 just because it wouldn't change anything.
Alright, there you go. It's on stream now. Alright, coin.
Yes.
Coin is 10.
Do it good.
Oh. And then.
Did anybody call it?
That's a
I
head.
don't
Yeah,
know.
So it's 5.
I don't remember hearing anybody call it.
Yeah,
we
we,
haven't
we,
called
we,
it.
need to, we need to
Or do we say
decide
heads,
what's
heads
what.
5, tails 10 or something?
Is that Danny DeVito on the bed?
That's a Danny DeVito pillow, yes.
Oh, nice.
Don't stay focused. Stay focused.
This man's got Danny DeVito just chilling over his shoulder.
Stay focused. God damn it!
No one's looking what's on my other
So
shoulder.
who actually called heads for 5 and tails for 10?
We're gonna
Well,
call
like
it now.
heads. No,
Oh, for
heads
God's
in-
sakes, you actually flipped
heads-
it with that before
no,
calling
listen,
it.
Listen to me. Heads
Jens
in the
did.
Netherlands. Heads in the Netherlands is coin for us. It's called munt, and munt is coin. So I said.
Yeah,
coin.
but in the
Oh,
Britain
no,
we
no,
actually
no.
have a head on our coins, so
No,
we
no,
look
no.
at the head on the coin.
I
Jens
said
said
coin
that.
for 10.
Yeah,
So
sorry. Yeah.
I
Okay.
call it.
And it
but
went
just
heads.
improperly.
And it went
Mati-
heads. So we're going for 10.
Orzeł.
We're going for 10. Okay, okay.
yes,
Right,
yes.
let's move on then. Let's move on then, because this is
right.
getting ridiculous.
27-28, last report, AF3.
Cool.
A4.
Whoa, I was so scared for a second.
Whatever, AF4. God. I'm
Groundhog Day.
so over this shit right now.
Timestamp.
27.
Do splits of Stewards.
27-28.
Jesus Christ.
Do you wanna do a split tomorrow?
Vermeem's bad rejoin.
Okay.
Who's
we
reporting?
have looked at this.
Mosquito is reporting.
yeah, yeah. So-
and we've
so
already
it's
looked at
already
it. It's
done.
done.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, we're out of here. We're out of here. We're out of here. Also,
Yeah.
Delete replay, please. For me.
yeah, I'm glad people didn't notice what was on the other thing on my bed. But there you
If you're
go.
watching from AF4 land, your right to appeal has just been revoked.
Was it a furry?
No.
Furry suit?
After stream, maybe. Anyways, next one. So
Are we talking about that thing in your Insta story?
Perhaps. Anyways, next one.
Let's not check this.
You know, later after stream. This is not something I'm going to discuss on stream.
Instagram.
Hey, Jens.
Jens, you
Jens?
can't see it. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah,
It's
one.
gone now, is
Trust me, it's an after the stream conversation.
Alright, I still look at it.
There's nothing. You're not gonna find things. It's my close friend's story. I don't know what your Instagram is yet. I am being so sussy on stream.
Gin bar had Unreal soap selection. What the fuck?
Oh, that's on my main account. This is on my other account.
Focus, God damn it!
I know. I was at a
Well, let
gym
us
bar.
have
I'm such a white
fun.
woman.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're having fun. We need that to spice it up. You know, we can't be just all serious.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, if you could tell me the first one, so I can go right there. Redacted for FX.
First
share your
timestamp-
screen.
First timestamp is 0000.
We'll screen share now. 0000.
Oh.
Okay, hit me.
And the report
crashed.
is it's okay because we don't need the replay right this second.
Okay, cool.
The
Yes.
report is from Mosquito. He's reporting Peppa. Peppa Cappy, whole race, voice chat behavior, excessive talking, raging, screaming, non-consensual ear penetration, and basically making angry at least 7 people in the voice chat
Many
by
people.
excessive talking during intense racing. He got informed at least 6 to 7 times to stop, but continued. And there are multiple reports from different drivers that read similar things.
Okay.
Well,
me
the thing
and
is,
me and Jens
the only thing that will make this report valid is if we had Miguel here, because only race control can penalize this.
True.
Like he did not give any evidence of him screaming or something, so then like race control is the only one that can like mute him or penalize him, and he isn't here, so.
Yeah. So in this case, I mean, me and Jens can say that he was just talking a lot. Every
Oh, yeah,
single little
but-
thing that happened, like, oh, I'm so
I
scared.
can say as
oh,
well.
I'm gonna do this. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Every single thing had to be said. I
Who
mean,
was-
He was calling the Polybius?
yes, but like
Even
way worse.
worse.
No, I think in
You
this
know
case
what's
we need
funny?
to overrule
Polybius
it. We
was
need
one
to
of the
actually.
people who reported him.
I think we actually need to listen to the people here. If they're all complaining about Capi's conduct in VC, we need to address that.
I mean, I reported that. I can say who was saying that they are not happy with it on the voice chat. It was.
I mean, there were at least 2 admins who reported it. Polybius and Mosquito both made a report.
No, Juan. It was Juan who reported that. Myself and Polybius also said that it was that he even was saying that, to cut it short.
If I was RC in this case, after like 1 or 2 times of this happening, I would have muted him. Like if that was me doing it, I would have just straight up muted him. And I think in next
in my
time,
opinion,
Miguel
that
will
happens.
encourage.
In my opinion, that happens way too less as race control. I think they need to mute.
They need to have a firmer hand, yeah.
It will be a discussion, yes.
Yeah, and
it
I
will
think
be a
that's,
discussion.
yeah. Anyways, it's yeah, like a reminder. But yeah. So moving on from that one, but
yeah, not to mention, just as a reminder to everybody out there, the only person you can't mute in voice chat is race control. If you don't want to listen to other drivers, just mute everybody.
Easier said than done while racing. And
Yeah,
also,
but
if you do it beforehand, like,
if
there
the
are people
people
I
are
have
like,
muted.
yeah, but not get me wrong, redacted, but like in the practice and quali, people are just calm, and then they start to talk in the race. And what you can do, like Miguel said, if you are not happy, mute that guy. But how you can do it while you drive?
I don't know. Somebody was typing full-on paragraphs during the race at Le Mans.
Let's go. Yeah, move on. Yeah, please.
I mean,
429.
40. What did you say that too quick?
429. Juan is reporting Trader Joe side by side through the first sequence of turns. Does not leave a space on the inside. All the time you have to leave a space.
All right, cool.
By the way, this replay really doesn't have the best quality. I've checked mine and it looks completely different.
It's a bit laggy, if that's what you mean at times. All right. Anyways, Trader Joe not leaving room. Yeah. Whoa.
Very bad skin. Why is there Jack and Jens on there? Lol. It's a good skin. Sorry.
So let's just go one back a little bit because my thinking is here. Juan is alongside for this whole segment. So
is that on track?
Now it's on track alongside, and Trader Joe doesn't leave room. And takes
yeah, but the commitment to the corner is a bit before.
Yeah, but Juan was always alongside. There was never a spot anywhere there where Juan was not alongside.
So
wasn't he off track?
Because Trader Joe put him there.
Yeah, like
that's a penalty.
Rules say Trader Joe should get a penalty, but I just think you should back out in Honmo, like when you're Juan.
Yeah, I completely agree. He should have backed out there.
Yeah, should like by the rules, Trader Joe should get a penalty, and that's fine. But like Miguel,
common sense, so you should back out.
You just should have backed out because you know that's going to happen in Bahrain turn 2.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, the rules kind of they help Juan in this case, but in reality, in real racing, no driver would do this, like because you can't make this corner going at this angle.
Yeah, Juan would have gone way wide as well.
So Trader would have just gone straight on, and anyways.
But if Trader Joe would have given him the space, they would have collided each other anyway. But now it's Trader Joe's fault. So.
Yeah, unfortunately. So so that's
5 seconds failure to leave sufficient racing room.
Yes,
that's the one. Second lap as well, so it's just a 5.
14.58.
Yep.
After the vessel, after the restart, I break at my normal spot, but because there was space in front of me, I should have braked earlier because there were a lot of people in front of me. I made a stupid mistake.
Vessel, right?
Yeah, he's self-reporting.
Okay, and yep. Oh, Alex and Daniel Wolf.
Boof.
Boof. So that I do believe is a 5, correct? We don't do the doubling after safety car, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so that's just a 5. I want to say.
Can we see like a little bit after?
It's a bit. Sure. I'll go F7 in this corner because that is usually the best way.
Yeah, that's pretty late actually.
So besides those two, well, that's Bonavane doing a thing.
Yeah, but then it's not his fault anymore. But like.
Oh yeah, no. But
maybe at 10.
Sorry?
And the next report was Maddie, but it was retracted.
Yeah.
No, right. I just think like he self-reported. He was being kind to self-report just give him a 5.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No.
I don't see a space for a 10 here. So, but yeah, okay. Next one.
Imran and Zhao. 25-36. Zhao pushes me off track.
26, you say?
25-36.
Dankeschön. 2536. Joao.
Man, this is such an ugly car.
This one? Oh, like physically or the skin?
Physically.
Oh, well, the new one is better, yeah, but it's still nice car.
I'm trying to find Geha. Oh, there he is. Sorry.
Yeah.
So this is Imran on the outside.
Right.
Whole lot of crying.
Enough.
That is so close.
That is
Well,
so close, but that feels fair.
Yeah, it's so minor.
He's giving him
Like-
all of the track. Like, there's enough room on that rumble strip for a car.
And
another
drivable
car.
curb.
It's drivable. It's completely
Well,
drivable.
Zhao, you shouldn't talk.
I know, but it doesn't matter anyway.
It
Well,
does,
it does.
In this case.
You shouldn't.
No, just on precedent, it's best not to.
Now 5 seconds for Zhao. I changed my mind. No, but like probably Imran gained from it because he probably could make a move into turn 1 again. So
He couldn't.
oh right.
Either way, I think that's just close racing.
It's
I
too
don't see anything
minor.
wrong there.
Yeah.
We went
Yeah,
car
and
racing.
like this is when they pause it. Right back there. Can you look down the side of Imran's car when they're next to each other?
Here, you say?
Yeah, like that is just barely the limit of leaving a whole car's width. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine there.
It's tough, but
And also if he had to be
I'm pretty sure
fully
he's
on the
4
curb-
tires still on the red and white there.
the whole time.
Yeah, but also if he had to be like on like there where he was just like it doesn't matter to me. It's so minor.
It's a hard move.
Yeah.
It's a good move from Joao in the end. Strong
Yeah,
fisted, but there you go.
no further action.
Next.
Next. As Juan would
Next.
say.
Okay, this is 29-45. It's Vivals and Imran. They both reported the same thing, so I've combined their reports. I'll read both of their point of views.
Lovely.
Vivals' point of view reads, Imran kept steering into me on the straight all the way down to T1. Then this could have been dangerous with lag. One or even both of us could have clipped and crashed. Imran's point of view, Vivals turning into me when he's got a whole airspace full of space on his right.
We need inputs.
Oh.
Well, they're both doing it. First, it's
This is
like
giving me
you
Fuji
can see
vibes.
he's
Fuji
going
vibes.
slightly right. He's going slightly right here. But then Vivals moving over to the left, and you can't do that. Like when somebody overtakes me on the right and I'm in the middle, I can stay to the middle of the track the whole way. Like somebody can't just go left if they want to. So
I think they
Going
both
to the
want
left.
to straighten the wheel, but actually they just.
Yeah, he
Then
Maybe
goes
on the
just to the
bounce?
left again. But
I'm
if there's any blame, it's on Vivals. But
warning
I
for
don't
both,
think
I
it's
feel.
yeah
maybe.
Can we watch it from like F7 behind?
F5.
F7, yeah, I'll just watch the side of the track as they zoom past. No, yeah, F5.
Sorry,
No, it's okay, it's
F5,
okay.
whatever.
It's just the streams that the reason why I wanted to go straight to in-car views is because you kind of see it's a bit funky, you know, because it's Shiny's slightly laggy replay. Thank you for the replay, Shiny, but it's a tiny bit laggy. But then but that's the thing. When you look at the other car, it looks like it's mainly them who's doing it. So it's kind of like relative. So I'm thinking this one just is easy to just give a warning for both. Just
Yeah.
don't do that on the straight. Thank you very much.
Just leave 20 centimeters between you. Like
Yeah.
there's no need to
Hello,
door
Lucas.
bang.
Hey,
Hello, Lucas.
Hello.
Hello.
Guten Abend.
You've joined a very comfortable
no,
time.
it's
We're
gute
through the-
Nacht.
We're through the worst.
No,
and-
it's Abend. It's nicht
Guten
Nacht
Abend.
jetzt.
Nicht Nacht, ja, ja.
Next one redacted.
And what races have you already done?
F4,
The
hard
F3,
ones.
the hard ones, the big ones.
AF Han.
Yes, and we're on F1 now.
We're on to AF1.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, then I joined for the important
Continue
part.
without me.
No,
Dear soldier.
actually, to be fair, G, you've done a really good job. If
Um,
you
the-
really want to do other stuff, I guess you can.
Shall we penalize Jack?
Never get that
There
option.
were, there were 2 reports in AF1 that didn't have timestamps. They both said that the replay wasn't working. I don't know the deal behind it. So
Yeah, Charles couldn't like the replay in the
they
report
both
channel
said that
didn't
the
work for him.
replay couldn't open. So I don't know.
I've had replay issues as well. My recommendation is turn off CSP and load it.
My
I
recommendation
put
is
them in
to
the
use
system so
Google
that we can
Drive
look at them,
instead of
but
the
we'll have to
content
find
manager upload thing.
Yeah, it doesn't open
I've
me
never
as
had any
well.
problems. I've never had any problems with either or.
If
No,
you use Google Drive or Mega, it will just work.
I
The
don't know.
like
I can't
chances
open
of
any
it not
a
working
replay.
there
I
are
don't have the car.
smaller, I think.
I can't open it as well. So,
I'm trying
are
it
we going
now.
to give a pass on it?
I'm trying it now. Hold on. If it
I-
works for me, we'll look at it.
I don't have the car. Oh, also, Maddie,
You want me
there's
to send you the
there's
car?
a replay in the reports channel for qualifying because somebody reported qualifying.
It was
Not going to name
probably
any
on
names on who
myself.
did
but
that petty ass shit.
Hello, Lucas.
Hello.
That was on you.
So the one that's there, the
That-
one that was uploaded yesterday at 9, is that the normal
That
one?
was so not right.
That was so not right. No, my kid. Alrighty.
No, Lucas, no. We went
Oh
to
no,
car racing.
Juan! This is so good.
God. That's not that. No. Me. That's gonna be me when Ali drops a nuke on the UK. He's doing country by country. Spain's already gone.
Yeah. Should I make another meme?
Yes.
Yes, get the clip.
I didn't get it last time. Although
Oof.
I posted 2 clips and I didn't win because
Oh, epic
Okay,
fail.
the cars are still loading up. Let's hope this thing doesn't like poop itself as soon as it loads, because it'll be so anticlimactic. Jens, did you race in this race? How was it?
Yes, well, my hands were hurting when I was behind Jack or Jack was behind me. I had about like 40 to 50 FPS.
Yikes.
It made a lot of mistakes. It was not a good race.
Not a good race. Oh, let's look at
No.
it at night. Let's go. This is gorgeous. Look at this.
Well, replay.
I'm gonna
So
share.
we would love them.
Yes, share it with us.
Nah, look at this though.
Yes, I think I should have turned off night because it was killing FPS.
Gorgeous. But first report, I
Fine for
guess.
me, to be honest.
This is part of it. This is
1 minute 7 seconds.
okay. All right.
I'm waiting
Oh
for
yeah,
the
that was one of the actual issue. One of the reports that only has a lap says that because the lap 1 was not in the replay.
What happened here? Why is this such a big
Well,
gap? So okay,
okay. Matti, did you saw what happened with the safety car? If not, just keep watching Mythic.
somebody
No,
didn't
that's
slow
not
down.
this.
We had another lap of safety car because somebody didn't speed up. Or thought like the speed limiter was for them or something like that. I thought it was
It's not.
Mike Blast.
1 minute 7 seconds.
I mean, well, I got there. It's just with who? What?
Bonavane and Imran
Mm.
hit me during the confusing restart. Bonavane's reporting Imran for causing
In the middle, yes.
Shake. Okay. Sorry, I've got the depth of field on. It looks pretty, but not good for replay.
Still haven't got a clue why Juan was so far back from everybody else, even long before the
Juan being Juan.
restart. To be fair, no, he might be in the restart zone actually.
Well, no, but he isn't going. Like he.
But
everyone
why
was
is he not caught up?
Yeah, this was not the
everyone
This
was
long predated the restart zone, I think.
Yeah, no, we were all bunched up within like one. We were all bunched up
Because
in
somebody
the one lap.
spun in the front,
so-
right? And then
Should we analyze what we've got in front of us for a moment? Because
look at Lucky Racer. Look at Lucky Racer.
Who is being reported here?
Bonavane.
Bonavane is reporting Imran for causing a collision right here.
But this
Well,
is
yeah.
the
I'm
thing.
saying there is a yellow car in the front. It will spin, so Bonavane will react to that.
That's
I
not
think.
important. That's not
It
important.
is not important. It is the
Let's watch
responsibility
car,
of the
one
driver
car.
to manage the gap in front of you.
Look at this one car gap. It is like this the
If
whole
Imran
time.
is worried about the gap in front of him, he should be backing off.
So in this case,
Yeah, but-
I don't care what happens in front. If he's a
Okay.
car behind, this is his
Just
fault
look at
for
it.
crashing. I'll
Yeah,
watch it. I'll watch
correct.
it now.
Yeah.
So it's the incident, and he's being not clever.
Yes.
And
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
fault.
Penalty.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So that's
Like-
5.
For mistakes, I don't
That's
say.
this is during a safety car. This is
I
the
don't
fan.
like for mistakes. I usually don't want to give 10 seconds, but for stupid stuff, I'd like to give 10 seconds.
I
So
feel where you're coming from, but
This is during a safety car.
Yeah, this needs
I mean,
to be
it
10
wasn't
seconds for
even
me.
the restart. At this point, it was like there was no restart. We kept going
Well,
for another
the
lap.
speed zone was initiated, so he had the right to think
That
we
gap
were
is
going to
ridiculous.
restart, but
look at this though. Do we consider this whole bit? Do we consider this as well because it's related or not really? Just want to check.
Yeah, because look at this.
well,
This will be an incident. Yeah, and
this
it will
wasn't
cause a long
reported,
one.
so
I think it
you-
was.
Actually,
No.
I think it was. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
no.
Okay, cool. So we'll leave that for now. So are we all? So should we take a vote of 5 or 10? Because it seems we have a bit of a
Yeah.
divide.
Yeah.
Okay. Like by the books, I'm giving this a 5. I fully get a 10, but I personally am giving this a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crumpet next.
5.
Vern.
5.
Jens, yes, don't be stupid. 10.
5 from me.
Don't be dumb. 10 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah, just
I
keep
have
the gap. You
one
won't gain
thing.
anything
I
from
have
it.
one thing to say. Is it is the lap one already finished?
Yeah,
Because I
this
think-
is lap
There's lap
2.
2 into
okay,
lap 3,
okay.
so
Okay, because I thought this is lap 1 into lap 2,
no, it
like
was
from the
lap
middle.
2 into
Yeah,
lap
okay.
3.
Yes,
so-
Mosquito, your turn.
So 5.
so
5.
don't need to vote anymore, I think.
Yeah, we're all
5.
good.
It's
Well,
5.
yeah, 5 for me as well because it was kind of confusing, but still, it was his fault.
Like I totally agree with the
Who's-
answer, Lucas.
who's
but
All
Started
the
up.
time you have to leave the space.
I
7 minutes,
heard a
24
PS4
seconds.
starting up. Who
Never
started
mind.
up their PS4?
10,
Who's
15.
bored?
10, 15.
Who's gonna leave us soon?
All of us.
That's the question.
Guys, I have to leave.
I have a funny. Well,
leave the space?
Anyone wants to stick
I
around?
quit.
10:15. Vivos is reporting Rapidy and Daniel Wolf involved. Rapidy moving twice on the straight, first going right and then going left towards the wall. After I missed the breaking point from his action, seeing the 100-meter board, too late and under braking, taking out Wolf. I would like to make this a double report if I can. First for me and
Separate
Rapidy, and then
reports.
self-reporting me for hitting Wolf. So he's reporting Rapidy for weaving on the straight, and he's reporting himself for hitting Daniel Wolf.
Okay.
Daniel Wolf or Feebles?
Vivos is reporting himself for hitting
Alright.
Wolf and Rapidy for weaving.
Yes. Bro, let's
Sorry,
watch
yeah, let's
how
go
much.
back again.
How much? Just the first bit. How much does? So that's just 1.
1.
No, that's not 1. That's taking the line. So he goes. I think there's only 1 move.
We see his steering inputs. That'll help us here because it's not 100. Sorry, this will be the best. Yeah, that's usually the best because you don't have the halo in the way. So let's look at his steering.
This just taking the line to the corner. Only 1 time.
One slight move and Vivos
Yeah.
misjudges it. I think.
I don't think
Yeah.
there should be anything for Rapidy.
So for Rapidy, I don't think anything. Anybody
No.
see something
Yeah, I
otherwise?
mean
No.
this was legit. Like I think it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fine.
This turn is like
for-
curved, so.
Yeah, fine
Um,
for Rapidy, and then like fine, and then are we thinking 5 for Vivos in this case? Because he does.
I'm thinking 10.
It doesn't.
He just like goes straight in a corner. I know it's not on purpose, but still.
It's
Late breaking.
And where is he braking? At what point?
Why? I
Okay.
don't know what breaking
Can you
points are like
go?
for this corner.
I mean, I'm
After 100 you break.
After, so he's breaking.
Yeah,
I
you
usually break on 17.5, but
He's
still.
Yeah.
he's quite deep. He's almost at 60 when he's
No,
breaking.
can you just
Yeah,
go
and-
slow mo because you're missing a lot of
Sorry,
it.
yeah, my apologies. So and breaking.
Yeah, look at.
I mean
yeah,
that
it's
would
at
be
80.
fine if he had the racing line, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
his,
on the
for
inside,
his
it's
position
impossible.
that
So
is
this
way
is
too
just
late.
minor for me. It's a 5, like in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's a 5. I don't think we need to look too deep into when the breaking was and whatnot.
Anyone saying 10?
I did.
And nobody else?
I will say 5 in this case.
Yes, then it's
5.
5.
Yes.
Easy vote.
5. All right. Next one. Redacted.
I'm getting there.
That's okay.
There's one for lap 1, turn 7, but we can't look at it because we don't have it.
Yeah.
30, 55.
I can give a replay that
Well,
should
if
have
the
it.
replay wouldn't have it, it's fair to include the laps and we look at the other
Yeah,
replay?
I know. We just have to look at a different replay.
I
and
can
we
get
have-
my replay up.
We
If
have
you guys
this
can
one
do
up.
that and screen share it for us, then that'll be
Sure.
lovely.
So
Thank
move
you.
to another one. We're gonna come back to it in a second, okay?
Are there any more besides that?
3055, Bulbasaur is reporting Jake Feemster. Jake and myself, I cleared Jake on the straight, but miss breaking point and forces me. But he misses the breaking point and forces me head on into the wall.
Oh yes, this one.
Not on from Jake. I don't think. Let's see that from Jake's POV because that was.
We've seen it on stream.
Yeah, well,
it looked like they both misjudged the corner and went straight.
I mean, but it seems Jake. You're right. They seem
No,
to.
Bulbasaur was gonna do it.
I think
was
Bulbasaur
avoiding
was making
Jake.
it. He
Bulbasaur
wasn't gonna
would
hit.
have
Yeah, he wasn't making the apex, but he was
gonna
making
make
the corner.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur would have made that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But he had a
He
car
was-
on his inside.
This a caveat Daniel moment. Oh lol, I also don't have lap 1.
Oh right.
This is.
I might have it. I will check it. Okay.
This is.
My replay starts with Miguel spinning in the safety car.
This is Brazil turn 4.
No, this is Baku.
Nice.
Anyway, 5 seconds for Feemster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need a look? We all kind of agreed on that.
I don't, but it's not.
direction.
Anyway.
14:30.
Full.
Is that the wrong way
Replay.
up for the flag? I think it might be. Either way, 13:30 you said.
Isn't Bulbasaur Belgian?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
this
it's.
is the default
I
skin.
don't know.
That's the wrong. That's the wrong. That is the wrong way up for the flag, but also it's
he's
the
not
wrong
default.
flag.
Well, like
yeah, he's
not-
Belgian.
Duvel is Belgian
He's
beer,
Belgian.
so
He's Belgian. He was doing the Belgian karting.
So
I
you
messed
probably
up.
told him.
Moving on.
One Bulbasaur's Belgian and two.
Wow.
That's the wrong way up.
Mary, did you make it right on my car?
I
On
tried
the
to
AFG
convert him.
livery?
This is the French
I'm
flag,
a
okay?
huge. I'm a huge flag nerd. I'm offended.
Oh,
I mean, what is Belgium if it's not just Southern Netherlands?
Bureaucracy, yes, Josh.
It's Western Germany.
Don't disclose private
no,
admin
it's
chats.
France.
okay.
Guys next to the board.
Everything is Western Germany if you go back in time far enough.
Oh
Yeah,
boy. Moving on.
Yeah. What was the timestamp? Because I didn't hear it.
14:30.
Thank you.
Bonavane and Ben Hayes.
Cool.
I thought he gonna say 1945 as a timestamp.
We're going back, guys.
Bonavane and Ben made my signature mistake on myself. I don't know what that means, but that's just what it just reads. Bonavane and Ben made my signature mistake on myself.
Hold on. Where?
Okay, my replay has everything, by the way.
We'll look at it in a minute.
Lucas is a complete man. He has everything.
I'm trying to wait. Hold on.
I don't know what's being reported.
Ah, there you go. You got the timestamp a few seconds out. It was Ben Hayes reporting himself. I do believe that's what it sounds like, right?
Bonavane reported it from what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Bonavane's reporting this nice little punt.
Yeah.
5.
So, yeah, he's
5 from Ben.
lifting at a good point. So
Yeah. Okie doke. That's 5 for Ben Hayes. And anyone else? Is there any other reports? Oh no, sorry, Lucas. I'll get your screen share up. Hold on.
Check the rejoin.
There is one for
Yeah,
me
sorry,
as
you're
well.
right about that, Fern. Thank you. He seems to be clear of
Yeah.
everyone. So yeah. Oh, Ben also didn't end up too well either. Ben sort of just drifted around, I guess, or just.
yeah, but it's a separate instance, so we shouldn't look at that.
No, he yeah.
Rejoin.
Oh, he spun himself out either way. So.
Yeah, so we shouldn't look at
Also,
that.
Lucas,
rejoin.
please show Mythic later.
Yeah. Okie doke. Let me get.
But-
I think most people have seen that now. Let's not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Actually, no. We will look
Actually,
at it
guys,
anyway.
there's
the best
one
clip.
report from me.
Oh, okay. This goes to kill me.
Let's just get everything out of the way so we can get to the
Yes.
pre-discussion.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's So, Lucas, you've got your screen share up, right?
Guys, there's a report from me. Are you gonna do it?
All right, it's lap 1, turn 7, and Vivos is reporting Daniel Wolf.
Wheels is reporting Daniel Wolf. So lap 1, turn 7, you say?
Yep.
All right.
Your replay is very nice.
It's decent.
Wolf hitting me off track. Yeah, that's all he says. Everything else is about how the replay wasn't working.
That
Oh,
looks
oh.
like turn 7, right?
Yeah, turn 5 or 6. I don't know.
Yeah, either way.
Oh, that's little kink in the straight is also turn, yeah.
It's rather slow, but no worries. This is good. Oh, here comes a wild Daniel Wolf. And it's a
That's
takedown.
Daniel.
5 for Daniel, double to 10.
And I would just.
Who is reporting that?
The Wolves.
I think
Wolf reported
Vivos.
it.
Oh. Huh. I don't like, in my opinion, like, nothing against him, but he DNF'd. I don't think you should report people.
No, he absolutely should. He absolutely should.
Why, you won't get
It
anything.
is a duty. It is a duty
Yeah,
that
but
is done to
the
make
bad
this
move is a
league
bad move,
cleaner.
Jens.
About what you gain too
Yeah,
often.
Yeah.
I report things more to the penalty points than the
I just said
actual.
in my.
I mean,
Drivers that take part in
yeah,
our
I
leagues
think-
are duty bound to report the incidents that occur to make the league cleaner.
But Jens is just cooler.
Well, like.
Okay,
I don't.
George,
to be fair, like
by saying that, there shouldn't be discussion about Pingu incident and my report then, if it's about to make the league cleaner. But
Well, no, let's get to that after
yeah,
the
but
stream.
let's
Anyway,
move. Yeah.
Moving on.
7:13.
Also, the penalty points haven't been updated since the 20th of
I
December.
updated them before I started this. I'm gonna post them when I
Alright.
add used to it. Nobody was close. The most anybody's got is 2 points.
This is
Before
7:13.
today.
Did you say 7:13 redacted?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Back we go. Oh, I see something. Who is it? Bonavane?
Bonavane is reporting
17:38. What time?
No, it's 7:18.
7:13. Bonavane is reporting Alexander Shah.
Yeah. All right, let's go with that, Alex, for a second.
Left the space, but hugged my rear right and spun us both out, then proceeded to yeet without handing the place back.
Okie doke. So he goes at the inside. Has it.
Oh,
I don't know if
the wall,
that's
buddy.
Bonavane coming across, though.
Bonavane, you hit the wall.
Well, he has to come across because there's a wall coming up.
But
That's netcode off the wall.
This looks really weird. No, I don't know if it's netcode
Well,
off the wall, but hold on. This is a weird
Net,
one.
I don't think it. I think it's netcode of the wing, to be
I need
honest.
to just get wider.
Because otherwise you wouldn't turn that suddenly.
So.
Like you would first bounce.
He's turning out of the corner like he's already behind Bonavane.
Yeah,
See, there's a touch,
that's
and then it's
netcode.
yeah.
But the netcode slows him down, so. Or
But-
like the first netcode touch makes him slow down. So.
But again, I'm not entirely convinced that's netcode.
I don't think
because
it's
we don't know where
netcode.
we don't know where the back end of the collider model is.
Can you check though the inputs of Bonavane?
But that
if he
doesn't matter if you
accelerated or
can't see
something?
it. Like that was the same with the AF3 car last season. Like the hitbox was very glitched.
Was that last season or the season before? I thought that was the.
No, that was
the
last season.
Last season.
It was last season. So we didn't look at like what the hitbox was, but what the physical shit was.
Should I look at the hitbox though?
No.
They don't
We
collide
shouldn't.
on camera. Like, there's space there. So if
Yeah,
either it's
so it's
either it's
netcode.
hitbox or it's netcode, but either way, you can't say that Shea is responsible for this
Yeah.
because they don't actually hit.
Okay.
So I think we should just pass this.
Oh, where was this decision on Pingu's incident in season 8 in Hungary? This is the same as what I said with Pingu's incident in Hungary, where we cannot.
There,
we cannot 100% determine that a collision would have occurred, so we can't judge it. Whereas in this case, we're saying we're not entirely sure a collision would have occurred, so there's no penalty necessary.
So, in my opinion, they would have collided anyway. That was my opinion, so that's why I gifted the penalty.
When it's clear
but also,
they will,
we
that's the
shouldn't.
thing.
You can't compare things, as you always say, Josh. So you shouldn't.
Can't bring up something old like that. I mean, I see where you're
It's
coming
hypocrisy.
from. But
It's hypocrisy and double standards.
It's not the same thing, though.
So the collider is where the diffuser is.
Yeah, we shouldn't look at the
So it's
collider.
netcode then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, and it's
They're
quite.
pretty far away from each other, so.
Just skip this.
He's okay. All right. We leave that then, I guess.
Yeah, it's just netcode. Move on.
All right. And I think it's. I think even if netcode wasn't really involved, I think it's kind of a bit of both. Alex leaves. There's always a car
No,
on the side of
when
the track, so
Well, no, because Bonnevein has to
Anyway.
move out of there because also there's track limits there ahead.
True.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
this is so what we're leaving that one, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, netcode's 2 influencing. Okay, next one, if any.
2120. Zhao is reporting Bertrand. After slightly hitting the wall, I get poor exit, and Charles goes on the outside. This corner is really narrow, so it isn't an ideal place for an overtake. He still goes for it and taps me on the rear left, while with rear left wheel, while with his front wing, and just destroys my race, leaving me with red wings and ridiculous amount of time loss. Yada yada yada.
I mean, I don't know if we were watching this, but I kind of think that this is just Joao going deep and clipping
Yeah.
Shell. I really don't think
It-
there's anything Shell's done wrong there.
Okay, Charles just alongside at the
Yeah.
entry of the corner as well. He
As long
leaves
as- yeah.
enough space.
I mean, no, but this is the
Yeah.
thing. Joao's going across the track. Shell would have to
I
Look at
think.
where he's
force
going.
off track.
Well, if you look at this exact freeze frame, it looks like Charles going to turn in on Drow, but then Drow goes deep. So I think this is a racing incident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This isn't Charles' fault. Not solely.
Yeah,
not
if Charles doesn't crash here, it shouldn't be anything. Yeah.
Mm.
Shall just proceeds after this?
Proceeds, you mean?
Yeah.
Joao kind of bounces
Yeah.
back into him, I guess.
Yeah, but you can continue. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all okay, I guess.
Oh, what does he do here? Watch. Go. Play.
Oh,
Play.
wait.
He goes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very close. All right, next one.
1953.
How many more do we have?
Whoever just left for silently, congrats, you escaped.
Pussy.
195. Yes. 1953. You're saying with who?
Bonnevein and Rubens.
Geez, some people just can't keep out of trouble.
Oh, it was Zhao. Yeah.
And it just reads another one.
What? Another one.
And another one.
No, that's. Oh, that hit was hit back. Look at that. That was.
It
That was
helped him.
beautiful.
That
was
Look,
beautiful.
Yeah, but they didn't collide at all. They hit back. Like here, they also didn't collide, but this.
Yeah.
Like.
Netco, bro. What the fuck?
It's both just net code.
Down moment.
I mean, I also posted the colliders. They are like very, like they are.
Well, the colliders
more
are fine
than-
because Jack and I have gone side by side within
It's
1
netcode,
centimeter
man.
and haven't touched.
It's not
so
colliders. It's not colliders. I appreciate the interest, but yeah, it's just netcode.
Jack and I have done like 1 centimeter from each other racing, and we haven't collided.
because
so
like
this-
the nose
that's
of the front wing is having the collider more to the front. That's what I'm saying. But yeah.
What do we think though? Because
That's netcode.
It's
They
netcode.
never hit either time.
yeah, like here, there's no actual thing of them hitting. Like
Yeah, and they wouldn't have hit, I think, anyway. Like, look at this.
yeah, they would have hit. Yeah.
They
so
wouldn't
we
have.
can't judge that one.
Yeah.
And I personally think it's a bit. It's racing incident. They're both leaving enough
Also-
room
I
for
mean,
each other.
I said we move on from it.
Yeah, let's
I
move
don't
on.
think we need to do anything.
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
So, yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
So no action.
No further action.
2858.
Easy, guys.
Bulbasaur is reporting Alexander Shah. I go for the move around the outside, but he forces me almost into the wall.
This sounds like a non-incident from the looks of it. Oh.
Oh well.
Racing
I wouldn't say
incident.
it's
I'm not
racing.
exactly. I'm not exactly sure what Alexander is supposed to do about this.
He's just driving normally. He just went deep.
Exactly.
there.
Yeah,
He just went a bit deep, and Bulbasaur's, gone
Well,
for a move.
Bulbasaur
And
didn't went deep, he just
Yeah.
went for the overtake around the outside and has missed the apex.
there's no mistake here. I think there's
Well,
no
it's,
penalty
for,
needed here.
for me it should be a warning for sure. Because he's at fault for sure, but there's nothing big.
But what could he have done differently?
Hit the apex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's
he's-
in the
It's a
middle of
simple
the
mistake.
track.
We're basically giving him a penalty. We're giving him a warning for missing an apex.
Yes,
It's a
when you're
mistake.
side by side, you can't run anybody off track or something like that. Or Like
I mean,
I can just run wide while not.
Bulbasaur has successfully forced Alexander into a mistake.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
If you apply that logic, you can open up a whole lot of discussion on that regard, forcing people into
Exactly.
this or
It's
that.
ridiculous. The whole lot is
So,
ridiculous.
I think
Nothing
it's
needs to be said here.
I,
It's hard racing.
I'm thinking racing instant. I see where you're coming from, Jens, but I think it's a kind of, it's a bit.
Yeah, but anyway, you can't just not hit the apex when you're side by side. Like both cars expect from each other to do something, because otherwise you can't go side by side.
Yeah, I see.
And you have to expect that both will do the best they can, and you can't just ignore that the car is there or just go too fast so you keep your position but not hit the apex. Like I wouldn't give a penalty for this, but that's how it should be.
I'm kind of torn. Should I take a quick vote?
No.
No need. So we just go for nothing, I guess.
Yeah,
Everyone?
but
Yeah. Let's. Just,
I
I see where you're coming from,
Racing
Jens.
instant. Yeah.
Yeah.
could be a warning, but yeah.
Yeah,
racing instant.
in my
No
opinion,
driver needs to be given a warning for making a mistake that he's been forced
well,
into
that's your
through
opinion.
hard racing.
So,
He's made a forced error.
Okay,
He
we're
made a
gonna
forced-
talk about it later.
no,
Move on. Move on.
the force need. You can
He
forget
does not.
the forced. He just
He
made
should
an
not
error.
be
We either vote for it or we discuss it
I
later.
mean,
at
how?
this point.
being
Like,
So
I don't
wait,
think there's
someone else's
necessary.
pressure.
just going back to AF4, somebody
People
made
should not
10
be
mistakes.
warned cracking under pressure.
All right, we'll just leave it. We'll
Well,
next
what?
One. Next one.
To
Just
discuss it later. Discuss it later.
Yeah, I kind of want to finish this, so let's just go.
Josh,
we'll
I
discuss
don't.
this later because like
yeah.
that's
Yeah, discuss it
exactly what
later.
happened in AF4. People spinning
is.
and crashing into each other. There's also a crack under
Redacted, you got time?
That's fine.
force under
1-1-2.
mistake under.
Alexander Shows reporting laggy racer for crashing into him under safety car.
Oh,
I'm out.
thank God for priority
Oh.
speaker. It was 20. What?
No.
Sorry.
1-1-2.
21.
Wait, did Josh just leave?
Yeah, you rage
Yeah.
with it.
Okay, just move on. We're gonna discuss
21,
it
1, 2.
later.
Who involved? You said, did I have you?
Strat and laggy racer.
Okay, gotcha. Laggy Racer is nowhere near.
What is the report?
Did you say 21, 12?
1-1-1-2. You're 20 minutes too late.
Yeah, sorry.
No, 1 minute, 12 seconds.
Sorry. So it's this that we saw earlier.
I told you we would get to it later. It's the last report.
Oh,
Well,
thank
almost.
Noise.
There's
So-
actually one.
So he's way too close.
But
So
he's
it's
lag-
Laggy Racer. It's Laggy Racer who's collides. So.
yeah.
Oh, what did I just do? Okay.
It's the same case as the case before, I think, right?
Yeah, he
So
doesn't
it's-
leave enough room, so it's
You're not
just
leaving
5
Enough
for Lady
room and
Racer.
clearance him, yeah.
Yep. 5.
Like even though Alexander doesn't leave room as well, Lady Racer doesn't do as well. So you should only like do the cars in front. So yeah.
So we're giving 5 for Laggy Racer then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 5 for that. I guess that's it.
And then the last report is one where they said the replay wasn't working. They gave lap 13, turn 10.
Oh my goodness. So this is
But-
the end of lap. Am I correct in saying this is the end of lap 1, right?
End of lap 2. End of lap 2.
So
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and corner.
And it's
maybe?
Bertrand and Zhao.
We've looked at this. I mean, is it this one? Yeah. I
Yeah.
want to say we've looked at this.
What does Bertrand say?
Okay. Zhao takes too much speed into the corner with me alongside. It turns in very late and would have forced me off track. We've already determined it's a racing.
We determined this is
yeah.
a racing incident.
Yeah,
so,
we determined this.
Okay.
Chow comes off way worse. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, right? Redacted.
That's it.
Hallelujah.
I think people will forgive us for not doing best clips. Yes.
Can do it. We can just do it very quickly. Very quickly. That'll be something.
Oh, God.
Let's end it off on something more pleasant. All right. It's a quick thing. It'll be over in a minute.
If you want to Matty, then sure, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to end something on like something nice because reports are always just tough. So doing something that's a bit more fun is always good.
Yes.
Let me open them all up really quick. Won't be a minute, guys. And then you're free.
I think tomorrow will be tough for Matty.
Yeah. Why?
because we're gonna discuss a lot of things, which opened discussion today.
We'll see
Yes.
if I'm there because I may have a
AF3.
house viewing. So
Yeah,
I'm moving out, baby, again.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Matty.
Out
We're
of student
gonna have
halls into a
everything
nice house.
written down.
Into the nice house.
A nice house with 4 other people.
Ooh.
How did you get a house?
Moving already.
I will. I haven't got it yet, but I will.
How did you get a house? Are you moving in with your furry
It's a bit
friends?
early, isn't it?
Well, second year's when everyone moves out. So.
Yeah, but we've got some time for that.
No, but you gotta like do all this stuff.
No, yeah,
like-
yeah. Mine's sorted. Mine's ready. I thought.
Nah. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna sort it out now. I mean, other people have sorted.
Oh
it
no,
out.
I thought you said you're moving in. Okay.
No, not right now. I'm like going for a house viewing, so I'm not having.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Got it yet.
They're all right to look at.
Are you moving in with your furry friends?
No, none of them are. Unfortunately, they're all nice though. They're all decent lads.
You can convert them.
They don't have to be. I'll gradually convert them a bit.
Matt is gonna get
Brainwash
some
them.
pets. Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So you got first one, which is titled "AF4 is back."
Yes, it is. Thank you.
It's a full-on crash. It's a full-on pile-up. It is chaos here.
My honest is crazy.
Who didn't have? Who was streaming this?
Me.
No, yeah.
Why
Nasty
didn't you have
Bruises,
the
I think.
skin?
Yeah.
The people.
Oh, I should, yeah. I realized that after. I'm sorry. I forgot. But I installed it later, so you can see it was fine in the Stewards stream. This one is how to pass in the radicals at a kart track. It pretty much feels like a kart track, yeah.
It is contradicting.
Oh yeah, they're racing very like cross.
My man parted the waves like a damn Moses. There you go. That's one way to overtake.
Like a damn Moses, the sacrilege.
He is.
Oh,
I
great.
know, right? I'm such a heinous
then-
man.
Half a
So good.
This one.
Someone banned the bot in the Twitch stream.
Yes.
Ali's
3,
rejoined as
2,
well.
1, then.
But then, half a
music
star.
from?
This one.
Just look at this. This man takes off.
It's a leap of faith.
Guys, shall I buy 3,000 followers for 100 euros?
Yes. I think it's legit, Jens. I think it's very much legit.
High quality, real names. Most accounts have avatars.
Mostly women.
Most accounts, not all of them.
Alright, this
Can't be
one
put together.
is...
Ali Yandru's
Look
involved
at the
again.
rejoin.
I can see Ali Yandru losing his license here because look at the rejoin. Look at the rejoin. It's almost infinite power. What are you doing, Ali? Come on.
Joshua is shitting himself.
We do a little punting, and I think we are under a safety car now. We are indeed. Yes.
Jack Olivier losing the win. SMH.
Yeah.
Alright, next one is... I have made Jesus Christ. This blew my mind on the grid. I was just...
Welcome back. We are 1 minute and 20 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. What have you done, Ali?
That is such a good clip.
Yeah, the reaction.
Oh my god, I want that as a highlight.
He told me that he was doing some weird shit, and I was like, "You're gonna do some weird shit that's gonna make us have to invent a new rule."
Yeah, no more Jesus. No more Jesus, guys.
You all need Jesus.
He's out of words by Clutch. Let's listen to this.
I always thought it would be funny to do like on one of the meme pages, put up walls on a button, just block everybody's flipping view with a button, just randomly.
That was already discussed with Cheesy in.
Go to turn into a corner, put up a wall to block their view.
Just look at the clip. Look at the clip.
Yeah.
I've got no more words.
Josh has no
I'm
more
out of words. That was really
Penis cum.
fun.
Ali always doing shit.
And the same thing happened in the AF1 stream. The same thing.
Oh, no,
he
me
had joined. I was
too.
like, Ali joined. Oh no! Oh, this one.
Mythic. Okay, let's watch. I haven't seen this.
Full levels of AF1 safety car shithousery. And Vindic's foot! Vindic's foot safety car! And we caught it!
Did this actually mess things up?
He's stuck!
No, we just went for a PSC restart.
Josh is losing his shit.
Right?
Okay, so to give more context, at this point,
I laughed very hard.
Mythic was like leading the whole pack, but that wasn't the whole pack. He was,
he wasn't.
leading.
Oh,
He was
Juan was
still trying to
behind him.
get past the rest of the pack, and
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
have
but
no idea
Juan
how
was
that
behind
happened.
him, and it looked like
He-
Juan was
he-
sleeping.
He forgot to leave the pit, so
Oh my
Jack
gosh.
passed the entry and said like, Miguel, where are you?
Oh god. All right. Well, okay. There's one more clip. Last one. This will be it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. From Joao, I believe.
This FOV is. If you don't
Yeah,
have too
accurate
much
horse
screens,
experience.
This is,
Bruh,
oh,
bruh.
no.
Nice!
Whoa, whoa! Someone flew. Look at this rearview mirror. Wait, no.
Was
it's
that
one more
Polly or
time.
something? Who was that?
That was Pepper. That was Pepper. He said that. He almost went
Ah.
sideways after going over the curb. That's it. Wow, let's watch this 1080p 60. Hold on, one last time. I need to see this in high quality. Like, look at the review.
You got 1440 to be fair, but.
Yoink!
Yes, but
No, that wasn't Peppa. That was a Vessel and some Portuguese guy. I think.
Who knows? Who knows? Either way.
Price, I think.
Ooh.
Okay.
$0 to $1 monthly. Jeez, that is.
Oh, we're rolling in it.
Money.
No, Schwal's rolling in it. Insane. All right. Okay, but that is everything, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a long fucking stream, but thank you guys, any of you who are still there, for tuning in. And a big thanks to all the bloody admins and, dudes, well, what do you call it, league stewards, not just dudes, who have helped out today. It's been a long one, and most of them have stuck through it, so props to them all.
And it's still not over even after the stream's done
Yeah,
today.
but anyways, you guys don't have to see or hear that.
It will get more fun after this.
Goodbye,
See you
everyone.
later, alligator.
I'm locking up, boys.
Bye-bye. See ya.